Pie. Beer.
Okay, the beer is sweeter than the pie. Chris is correct.
The pie is tangier, which we got a Safeway regular old cherry pie.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's interesting. Now, I do enjoy this for the sweeter beers.
Yes.
Because we had that blueberry beer once, which was just awful disgusting.
Did we have Brainless on cherries? And that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really delicious. I absolutely love that beer, and I've had it multiple times since then. But it's a very sweet beer, very dark red in color, which is surprising. I guess not really. But you guys should check it out. I think
I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. 4, same. Crisp,
refreshing, tastes a lot like cherries, and that's the only reason I'm not going to give it anything higher, because, man, does it taste like cherries.
You know what?
According to Esteban, he said there is a pound of cherries for every pint of beer.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is this beer, I think, would be an excellent complement to...
vanilla ice cream.
No. Well, that might work too. But, like, if anyone's ever had the brie cheese and fruit together, that would be absolutely delicious with this beer.
This could be absolutely delicious, or absolutely terrifying. I wish you had vanilla ice cream.
To do, like, a float?
Yeah. Dude, cherry beer float.
I can't imagine that wouldn't be delicious.
Oh, my goodness.
So... yeah, I kind of wish I had ice cream now.
Yeah. Esteban has a couple different growlers full, so we'll try that later.
Fuck yeah.
So, overall, 4. So if you don't use Untapped, you should probably start. That's UNTAPPD. It's online or on your mobile device. It's a great way to check into beers, keep track of things you've had, things you haven't had, and things that you probably should. It makes great recommendations, and you can share beers with friends. So our username on there is SoLikeYouKnow. And again, that's UNTAPPD, Untapped.
Where can they get Rocky Mountain Brewery?
At Rocky Mountain Brewery.
Where is that?
Over, I don't know the exact address because Esteban describes it as, do you remember where the old PT's strip club is? Yes. Across the street from that. Okay.
Well, you know what? I actually linked their beer on this post, so if you guys want to check it out, click on the link. It'll take you where you need to go. Super simple. But after that, we like to do our Into It.
Holy crap!
Into It, holy crap.
We unlocked 3 badges on Untapped. I want to go over them. Local flavor, supporting local breweries. This is a milestone. We have had 50 unique brews.
Holy shit.
According to Untapped.
You know what's amazing is most of my drinking career, it was just like the standard beer that every American has, you know? And now it's like 50 in the last 2 years.
And now we've also unlocked New Brew Thursday. It's New Brew Thursday. Drink a new beer on 3 Thursdays in a 30-day period. Find out how New Brew Thursday was started and catch up on old episodes.
So basically what we just learned is we've done all our shows on Thursdays.
Not necessarily.
Oh, yeah, you unlocked a few.
Yeah.
So did I think.
So.
I think I drank one beer, and I don't remember what I typed was like, super... or thick head, go.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, nice retarded. I was pretty drunk at that point, so.
Yes, you were. So, at that point, now we'll do our Into It.
Or not Into It.
Yay!
This is where we take a topic that we grabbed from last week and this week, but we ask you and we discuss on whether we are into.
Or not into.
The topic at hand. So last week we had... stupid con rules, or...
by last week, we mean Monday during the recap.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, earlier this week. We had stupid con rules, or con rules.
Yeah. So, new con rules, I guess.
Yeah.
Is kind of how it turned into. So, overwhelmingly, a lot of people just said, there were new con rules? Which just goes to cement the point that I had of, no one read the rules.
Yeah. There was... Chris is pulling them up right now. There was a lot of people who didn't recognize the no photo areas.
Yeah.
Which is really amusing considering in the celeb area there was no photo taped everywhere, and there was
people wearing the signs.
Yeah, there was taped to their chest that said no photos next to every celebrity.
Except Jason David.
Yeah, because he is apparently more awesome and can tell people to suck it.
Here we go. Comment. Roll call. Well,
I like that.
Yeah. Michael Taylor says, new rules? Brittany Quinn says, there was a no photo rule? You can find them on the Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, I only don't read last names when it's our friends commenting on our personal posts.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if it's on the So Like You Know page, they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. And then Nathan Ritchie says, did not even realize there were new rules. Took a few photos in the main walkway. Never got attacked. But at least there were no bad lines this year. Very true. Which is why the no photo rules existed. Was to make the lines more uniformed, clearly marked, and not a big crowded mess.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that I just can't understand. You go there, you're going to see these people, and you want to. There's going to be a lot of times where you're like, "Oh, I totally saw this guy here," and some people just aren't going to believe you. And having a good first, selfie is a good one. So I don't know. I'm going to have to say overall, I was not into the new con rules.
There was another one that said, do not take photos in main walkways. Please take them over to the designated photo areas or to the edges. People didn't follow that one.
That would have been nice, but I think that's at every con, kind of.
Yeah. Well, don't bother. Was it don't bother people? And I saw people freaking bothering people all the time.
Okay, here's one that bothered me.
Bother,
with the safety tagging with the weapons.
Yeah.
They've
done that every year.
I know that's not the part that bugged me. Is they were more lax this year, and that bothered me. There were tons of strung bows, fireable weapons that you could have taken any kind of spirit object and fired it at someone.
They didn't have like the safety rope around it, so it wasn't.
Nope.
Or I bet they were easy to take off, probably.
Maybe, but I mean, they could have at least done the zip tie around, because there were some compound bows and stuff.
Yeah.
That they could have put it around the 3 strings, and you wouldn't have been able to pull back or something. But these weapons weren't. I can't think of it. Safety bound.
Yeah, peace bonded.
Peace bonded.
Yep.
Whatsoever. So I don't know. I didn't understand that. I disagreed with it.
You damn sneaky green arrows.
Yeah, I mean, and there were some that they went in with the recurve bows, and they were all strung too. That's easy to take apart. So I don't know. Didn't agree with that part. So that was a lax rule that I think should have been enforced more. But whatever.
Yeah. Also, the whole. They made a rule that said no uniforms. Pretty much none of that looks like police officers. I understand people like going dressed as things, but how many Call of Duty Ghosts members do we need to see? I legitimately thought there was a Special Forces platoon in there at one point in time.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing, though, is you got all the Call of Duty people, and then you have Umbrella Corp. And they basically look like SWAT emblem.
The big red umbrella logos all over them.
No, they don't. They have one on the shoulder.
Yeah, true.
So it's one of those things, unless you're looking. But that's like the same thing. Was that Dave?
All hung out around their car.
No, they were walking everywhere.
I don't know. I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, true. But, I mean, it's one of those things. You can't always assume someone's something just because they're dressed like that. There's like a Dave Chappelle joke like that, where he's walking down the street and he's dressed like a cop, and someone come asked him for help, and he was like, "This is just the way I dress like this does not mean I am a police officer." Well, I think it was in reference to hose, though.
There's a movie coming out called Let's Be Cops. That's exactly. They got too realistic a cop uniform, so they go around pretending to be cops. Looks hilarious. It's probably a one-joke movie, but, whatever.
Yeah. Is it made by the people of Jackass?
I think it's made by the same people who did Ride Along.
Oh, okay.
So, it was alright.
Yeah. But...
So we got some responses, but, we only gave you guys a 2-day notice. So, thank you, the 3 people that replied. We already kind of sound off our own. I mean, things that we hope would change. I mean... Again, there's no issues. You shouldn't put an issue on people pulling out phones to check the time because you think they're taking a freaking picture. Or, I mean, even media wasn't allowed a lot of times to have cameras over there. So, kind of silly.
Media should go anywhere they want with a camera so long as it's not,
the women's restroom.
Yeah. Or like a dressing room.
Yeah.
So.
I
mean, as long as it's on the con floor, I think anyone with a media pass should be able to go wherever the hell they want to.
Yeah, true. One thing Salt Lake does right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, media? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
But, as we talked about this show, we want to know for next show, which will be on a Friday, if you are into...
Or not into.
Mail order subscription boxes, which you already talked about earlier, but if you're for some reason skipped ahead, that means Nerd Block, Booty Bin, Loot Crate, Dollar Shave Club, Jam of the Month Club, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so sound out on solikeyouknow.com or Spreaker. You can, and that's Spreaker at SLYK Radio.
Or Facebook and Twitter at SLYK Radio.
So all kinds of places to let us know. We want to find out what you think about this stuff. These mail order boxes.
You almost said brides.
I really did. That's why I said it so slow. Mail order brides.
So,
what do you think about them? Are they ugly when they come out of the box? Are they slightly decrepit?
Both.
Do they smell weird? Have they crapped on themselves?
Oh, thanks for listening.
And yeah, that's the end of the show. But don't forget, we put out new episodes every Friday at 9:30 p.m., except this Friday.
Which you can listen to the replay at 9:30 p.m. But for you other people, it's 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific, right here on Spreaker.com/SLYK Radio, and all replays are available on iTunes, Stitcher, and on Spreaker itself.
And if you have empty space on your iPhone or Windows if y'all have empty space on your iPhone or Windows phone, you're just dying to fill that up, subscribe to our podcast.
We'll pretty much just put the newest episode up that night, so
yeah,
no lapse in time.
Bam. But you can also stream us on Stitcher Smart Radio, like we talked about earlier. New old episodes every Sunday.
We just went over all of that.
Hey, suck it.
Stop repeating yourself. Jeez.
No, it's written here. You're talking weird.
These are notes.
Anyways, So Like You Know is not responsible for anything, ever.
We're produced by Slick Radio somewhere in Colorado.
And So Like You Know is completely weightless. Stop repeating yourself.
Yes, stop repeating yourself. It's morphin' time.
And that's it for that.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Bo.
Boy.